Salutations, viewers. My name is GameDame, and welcome back to one of GameDame Reacts. For I know, I am very late on this, but better late than never. I have still not seen any footage in releasing. I just know that Witcher. I just saw some images that were posted about Witcher 4, but that's about it. I've been very good at making sure I don't see anything video footage wise. But let's go ahead and watch The Witcher 4 Unreal 5.6 tech demo, because I'm very excited. I love the Witcher franchise. I think it's so good.
In the world of The Witcher 4.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the technological showcase.
And
looks
going to see
fucking
now
insane.
is running on the standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher.
Ciri!
She explores the world and
let's
hunts those monsters for
go.
fun. The region we are in is called Kovir.
You gotta play the other
you'll
ones
get
if
to
you guys
explore it in
haven't
a
played
game.
them already.
Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village. All right, everyone, meet Kelpi.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpi.
Oh, she looks so
So just
fucking
like
good.
the roach, Ciri has her own
Kelpi,
loyal
she's so
companion.
cute. Kelpi is so adorable. I love her wavy mane.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpi, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed.
Ooh, that's really
And
nice.
We also support root motion movement on Kelpi, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really
I love
nice improvements
the
to
horse
our
bump
Unreal
up and
Chaos
down. I
Flex
think that's so
Solver.
good.
And these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpi's skin without compromising the performance there.
Wow. They did such a good job with how a horse moves. As, you know, a horse girl growing up, I approve.
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And
Always
foliage
is more
a
work to
huge
do.
piece of
I
that
agree.
puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Damn, that nanite foliage is
And
insane.
in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle.
Every
And the
single
old
leaf
LOD
to
tricks of
pine
the
needle?
past, they needed a complete
Insane.
rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive
That sounds
voxel
fucking nuts.
representation in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to
And that's
render
gonna help with
whatever amount
loading
of
times,
foliage is
too.
needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly
Okay,
for
I was
the
like, am I on
smoothest
HD?
possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri.
They've done an amazing job so far. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, I'm actually blown away by how it looks. It's like miles better than Witcher
Welcome
3. And
to
Witcher
Valgrest.
3, when it came out,
So
was
Valgrest
amazing.
is a port town, a hub for fishing,
But they're making it so
trade,
much
and
easier
mining.
for developers.
It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpi here and explore the marketplace and food.
And the missus?
I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what
Hey,
Valgrest has
I'm
to
happy that you guys are able to show us this stuff too. Damn, not spitting and right next to me, brother.
present him with a fish for the furry rascal.
Taming a wild animal like that, someone's gonna die. That child looks bite-sized for that bear.
Pardon.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is. Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together. Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper.
Ooh!
That's what happens when you cheat at Gwen.
Thrown the fuck out of there. Hell yeah.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series Quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred.
Come on, Wilfred. Do the damn thing. Oof, everyone's
typical day's
fucking
toil.
fruits and shit is just being messed up. All their products.
One using my wagons. No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you.
Oh.
No. Kovir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton, not here.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this
She's like,
marketplace.
I took care of a big problem
Why don't
for
we listen
you,
in on
and
these
you didn't even
fishmongers?
mention
They're
what it
selling their
was. He's like,
wares,
no,
chatting
no,
with
no.
Born and catch this is, won't find none fresher.
Reckon me ladies after one of them.
Comes. Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel cod, all Braxton's finest.
And there is tons of tech at play here, even in a simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and
It's
closing that
very
gap, it's not just about
interactive.
fidelity, right? But also
I
authenticity.
feel like a
They
fishmonger
should
would be a
react
good,
to changes in the world around them.
what's it called, job back
the
in the
prisoner
day.
in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
Crank up the crowd, bro. My man's juggling out here. Wearing tights in this heat. Or
So
cold,
you
I
are
guess.
seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business.
Oh, wow.
And
Skeletal
the whole point is to
mesh
leave
agents.
breathing room for developers like
That actually
you
sounds like a
to
badass
introduce
metal
the
name.
gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri?
Yeah, Siri, did you get your
We are
fucking
making
money's
this
worth?
game to be the most immersive and ambitious
Damn, she went
open
that far
world
already?
Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans. A first look at Lanexeter.
Oh, wow. This soundtrack is gonna slap. I'm letting y'all know now. That soundtrack is gonna be nuts.
Onward, Kelpi. We've worked.
Kelpi is so majestic. I love her. Yeah, this game looks
Thanks, guys.
unreal.
Seriously, it looks amazing. And we've also barely scratched the surface of what's coming in Unreal 5.6. So here's Julien to tell you even more. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so we still got more. So they're gonna go more in depth with The Witcher. I like the interactive bulbs they have. What's up, Julian?
Hey everyone, great to be here in Orlando. I spent a lot of time on this demo, so I'm happy to be the one to talk about what went into the 5.6 release. An open world like that was just the perfect content to focus on our main goal for the release, which was performance. We want the engine to scale to large and rich worlds. We want to preserve graphics quality.
I agree.
And of course, we want to deliver high frame rates that you and your players expect. So let's check it out, starting with rendering. If you all remember, when we released Nanite with UE5, it supported static geometry. Last year, we brought skinning to Nanite. And now, we're working on Nanite foliage. The only way to have a forest that looks as good as this one is to use 3D geometry for all parts of the trees. Just
Which
like we do for
I
everything
agree
else.
with. It looks, the nanite
However,
technology that they're
this is a
doing looks
crazy
fucking
amount of fine
amazing.
geometry. So we had to rethink how trees are created and displayed. To create them, we developed nanite assemblies. These 28 little parts that you see are all that we use to build all the spruces from the forest. They are instanced thousands of times and used like building blocks to assemble trees in different ways. And as you probably noticed with the wind effect, they even support skeletal animation, which runs on the GPU. Thanks to assembly, we greatly reduce the storage, the runtime memory, and the rendering cost. Then, to display an entire forest, the challenge was to preserve fidelity and performance from any distance. Let's
Which I
check up
think is
close the
important.
level of detail we're
I mean,
talking
everything
about
that they're
here.
doing is important because you want to be able to have the attention to detail, yet
Lots
also
of
not have the
details.
quality
But this
suffer
triangle
just
representation
based
is
off of
not
the
the most
resolution that you
efficient when
have,
far away,
even if you
due
do have
to
a
the
lesser
amount of
computer.
overlapping.
So what they're
And
doing
that's
with the
why we
nanite
make an
technology is that they're
adaptive
making
pixel
it
representation. But in
as
reality,
detailed as they
you'll never
can,
see
even
those
from
voxels
far away
this
or
close,
close up.
Since when we
So I would
move
love
the
to see it
camera
how it
back,
looks on like a
you're
less,
barely a
like on the,
pixel.
like the bare
Nanite
minimum
foliage
that
is
is needed
almost
to
done.
run this game
We are moving
in
it to the
comparison
main
to
line
like
as we speak,
a cracked out
and it will
PC.
be available for everyone
I
in
think that would be
5.7.
fucking nuts to see.
Another thing I would like to share is that ray tracing and Lumen now run more than twice as fast with no visual trade-off compared to when UE5 was released. And because of that, we can now hit 60 FPS on consoles. And finally, we rewrote the rendering pipeline to run asynchronously so you can increase the richness of your scenes even more. Now let's talk about chaos physics. For
Chaos
plots,
physics!
we improve our
I don't know what that
plot-to-plot
means.
constraint solution. This removes a lot of collision evaluation when garments are piling up and interacting with each other. Even for complex setup like Series Cape, we hit a sub-millisecond budget on PS5. With Chaos Flesh, we introduce procedural
I like
muscle
how they
activations to make deformation
have
and
the
motion
different
more
names
natural.
for it, like
Your
nanite
artist will
foliage,
still have
chaos
control over
flesh.
tetrahedral simulation
That's kinda fucking
and train
nuts.
ML models that run fast in real time. We now support the baking of fluid surface data into lightweight assets to be played back at low cost.
Nanite
This
fluid.
is going to give you high fidelity water without the performance cost of real-time fluid simulation. For animation, we work on both performance and fidelity.
I mean, yeah, I would
Here,
hope so.
You can see how Siri and Kelpi match up in their interaction. Well, that works no matter the angle of approach. That's our multi-character motion matching
Oh, that's
solution.
nice.
We also added motion matching in sequencer to build stitch tracks. With them, you can seamlessly transition from gameplay to cinematic.
Which
Also,
I think is so
We now
nice
have
to
a
be able to
secondary
do that.
layer of animation driven by physics.
Because
in
sometimes
control
like
ring.
it's very jarring to
We
go
used it in
from
Kelpi's rig
gameplay
drive
to
the mane,
cinematics.
the tail, and the saddlebags. And now, I'm happy to announce that all these features are already integrated into our new Unreal Animation framework, which we are releasing as experimental in 5.6. We built it with performance first in mind. Animation evaluation are now running in parallel off the game thread, which was our bottleneck. And for the other character systems that are just as costly, like movement, avoidance, state tree behaviors, we also move them to worker threads. This is really going to help you create scenes that are crowded and lively. Streaming has always been a big deal regarding performance. And the 3 biggest improvements we made are physics state creation, which now runs async, improved runtime PCG for ground scatter on GPU, and a new FastGeo plugin to stream static geometry. And just to take a different example, in City
Oh wow,
Sample,
they already had
the
this
streaming time was
ready
cut
for
down
it
by
to show.
90% while moving at high speed. We focus on a lot of areas for performance in 5.6, and mobile is no exception. We work on better
Even
defaults and
mobile.
scalability settings for mobile and minimize the default
That's
package size.
pretty
We
impressive,
also
even for
improve our
mobile.
workflows with a UI refactor of the viewport toolbar and content browser, on-device iteration workflow, and a mobile preview solution. So there you go. Unreal Engine 5.6 is all about performance, and it's available today.
I am very impressed with this tech demo. 5.6 looks like it's just going to be the start of the next generation of game development in general, especially with all the nanite technology that they've been including. I mean, what we've seen in Witcher 4 just looks miles ahead of what Witcher 3 was, or just what they've been using for the past 20 years, like they said. I'm very excited to see all the new generation of games that are going to come out, especially using nanite technology. And I love how they're doing performance first. Even though it is nice to have something that looks beautiful, it needs to run well. Again, I want to see it run on like the most, like the baseline requirements that you need for this. I need to see it. But let me know in the comments down below what your guys' favorite part of this tech demo was. I'm so fucking excited for Witcher 4. I think it's going to be one of my game of the years. We'll just have to see what else comes out that year when it does release. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I highly appreciate your time as always. But please do not forget to subscribe and or follow not only to my YouTube, but to my Twitch. You guys know where my YouTube is at. You can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/thegamedame. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.